right. Second job of the day. First job turned out great. First job is recorded on the last vlog. So thank you all so much for tuning in on another great vlog. I'm super excited to bring y'all with me. Today for this job, we are trimming some trees and we are fixing some sprinkler systems. So looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a great project. At the end of it, we'll go over kind of what I estimated this job at and kind of how it turned out. So let's go take a look at the work and see what we got to do. I'll bring y'all along with me. Let's do it. So this job is going good so far. This tree is a little bit more than I originally thought I was getting into. I'm curious, do you offer tree trimming in your handyman business? I know it's not a typical thing to kind of do when you're just a handyman. I think a lot of handymen just kind of do knick-knack items or honey-do list items. But I'm curious, do you offer tree trimming as a handyman? It's kind of something that we've done here or there, but it's not technically something that we, put out there and market that we do. Just because there's a lot to it, but really, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're doing small trees and stuff like that, there's really not a whole lot to, tree trimming. But when you get into the bigger stuff, like these big old trees, like this one's not super bad because it's a palm tree, but I mean, if you were to do like a big old oak tree or a big tree, like there's one just barely off to the left of this screen, that's super high up, you would need a whole crew with, climbing equipment or some sort of lift to get up there and do it appropriately and safely. So it's not really something that we do or have ever done, but we've done small stuff in the past. And it can be pretty lucrative. In this particular job here, this lady she told me, she's like, I got a 12-year-old grandson that he needs to be put to work. So actually, she just told me to pile up all these palm fronds there in the front lawn, and she would have her grandson come out and cut them up each week and put him in the green waste bin. So it's probably going to take a few weeks, but he'll be cutting away at them, and I'm sure, hopefully not, cursing my name while doing it. But anyways, when she told me that, I was like, all right, that sounds great. I don't have to dispose of them. But even if I did have to dispose of them, obviously I would charge her a dump fee with a little bit of markup placed on that. But yeah, this job's going great. Typical palm tree with a whole lot of dead palm fronds. So getting all those cut off. It's a little bit more than what I thought. It's kind of funny when you look at this palm tree from the get-go. You're like, oh, there's just a few dead palm fronds on there. But no, they're layered in there pretty thick because when they die, gravity just pulls them right down tight to the one in front of it. And you can't get to the ones higher without cutting the ones below it. So I learned there's a little bit more to cutting palm fronds than just regular trees. But, life is full of learning lessons. And if you're not learning, you aren't growing. So this is the kind of stuff that I absolutely love in my handyman business. So, yeah, we're going to keep at it. Okay, we got this tree all done. Now we gotta go do a sprinkler valve replacement. It's leaking on us. All right, that job turned out great. That was a quick hour and a half job. So that turned out really good. We estimated that job, so the tree trimming estimated that at an hour for $90. I think that took a little bit longer than I expected. There was a whole lot more branches than I thought. And cutting those palm branches were a little bit more tedious than I thought, you know, looking up and kind of cutting, but we got it done. You know, first time for everything, first time trimming a palm tree, so yeah, I think it went good. And then sprinkler valve repair, yeah, that took me maybe, you know, maybe 15, 20 minutes, so that was no big deal. That was super good, so that job turned out great. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you liked this video. Leave me a comment and subscribe to this channel. I'd love to chat with you in the comment section. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next one.